Alright, we're going to go over some hidden details in Splatoon 3's expansion pass. Be sure to subscribe while you're at it. It really helps me out. Let's get into this. Alright, you guys remember this tweet from the last video. As for the second wave, we're flummoxed. What is that strange tower? Why is everything turned white and ghostly? What's on that Octoling's mind? We're going to get to the bottom, or maybe the top, of this. So stay tuned for further updates on our research. Now, it's an interesting little use of words here. What is that strange tower? That is a fair question. We don't get many shots of that. Why has everything turned white and ghostly? Again, fair question. Is this foreshadowing something? Something fishy's going on, that much is certain. No pun intended. What's on that Octoling's mind? Good question, but I don't really see the importance of that subject. We're going to get to the bottom or maybe the top. Bottom or top? Question is, what does this mean? Could that be a reference to the location? Who knows? Let me know your theories. And on another note, who do you think this is? Now, personally, I think it's Agent 8, but we'll cover this a bit more later. On to the next thing. Now, this is from ProChara. Now, I'm pretty sure if you're a Splatoon player who's watched any YouTube videos, you've probably heard of ProChara somewhere. It says modified splatter shot, question marks. Now, this does look like a modified weapon of some sort, but you can't really tell because it's all blurry. Let me know your theories. Personally, I do think it looks a lot like a splatter shot, and it does look like it's been modified a smidge, but that's just me. Let me know your theories down in the comments. On to the next one. Now, this one says, I'm sure I'm not the first or last person to make this comparison, but the black spires resemble hostile nuclear warning architecture, which is a girl get out of there. Okay, fair question, These do kind of resemble nuclear warning architecture. And if you think about it, these seem like they're warning of something. So why isn't she moving? It's an interesting question. I mean, what does this mean? Does it mean we're in some kind of disaster zone and we have to get out? Or does it just mean that the area is dangerous and we have to, prepare ourselves for a fight, and maybe she's contemplating how she's going to survive out here? I don't know. All I know is these spires look pretty ominous. And I do kind of agree, they do kind of look like they're warning of something on a nuclear level of dangerous, but let me know your opinions. On to the next thing. Now, a little more interesting, this one says, okay, new analysis. The use of saturation and color in the art seems very intentional. Pearl seems to be in a similar location as the plaza here, but her colors are more saturated here than in the pics Agent 8 is featured in. That says a lot. Okay, yes, I can see the saturation difference. It's very interesting. So what do these color differences mean? Could that be a hint towards something crazy? Like maybe Pearl has something to do with the expansion pass. Which is why she'd be pictured with Agent 8 in this picture. Or maybe not. Maybe Pearl is just not associated with it and they just pictured her here for no reason. But personally, I think there is a reason, and I think it's because Pearl has something to do with the expansion pass here. Maybe Agent 8 and Pearl have a connection. Who knows? On to the next one. Now, more interesting topic. The only pick that isn't dominated by warmer colors is the one of Marina, where she has cool tones. You can still see orange in the bottom half of the art, though. And yeah, that is true. There is some orange here. I mean, it's not quite as deep an orange as this, but okay. And I do kind of agree. Marina is given some cooler tones here, which kind of makes you wonder. I mean, I kind of wonder, is this even Marina? Really? I mean, for all we know, we could be dealing with a hologram here. I mean, think about it. What if this is actually a holographic Marina and she's glitching out a little? I mean, think about it. I mean, that could be the reason for this look. The cooler tones, this general look, and the orange here. Maybe she's a hologram and she's glitching out a bit and Marina's not actually there. I don't know, it's an interesting thought because we're dealing with cooler tones. It looks like you've got a glitch here. There's some lighter orange here. So it does kind of give credence to the hologram theory, but bigger question, would, the Splatoon devs actually do a hologram of Marina as opposed to putting Marina in that area? Or would they put Marina in the area because that would make more sense than doing a hologram? Let me know your theories. I'd love to hear your opinions in the comments. But that's just me. Alright, back to this. Now, I said I'd cover this a little bit later, so here we are. We're back to this. Now, who is this? This is a very mysterious figure. Now, if we look at the area, it's kind of ominous, but it does kind of resemble a sort of main plaza. Because this looks like the shoal, this looks like one of the shops, and then this looks like the area you'd go to go do turf war. Now, more important question, who is this? Personally, I like the theory that it's Agent 8, which gives, a little bit more backstory to Agent 8 in this whole thing called Side Order. Because we didn't get too much on Agent 8, and I don't think we got the, Splatoon 2 agent's backstory very much either, so maybe this is actually the agent from Splatoon 2, and we finally get a little more backstory on Splatoon 2's agent, but I don't think so. Because I'm thinking, since this is, Splatoon 3 and all, that this could actually be Splatoon 3's agent, and we're getting a little bit more backstory to Splatoon 3's agent, because we didn't get too much backstory on 2 or 3's agents, to my knowledge, so this could be a little more backstory to Splatoon 3's agent. So I don't know if it's Agent 8, or if it's Splatoon 2's agent, or what. Or maybe they went crazy and went for Splatoon 1 agent's backstory a little more. I don't know. But this is definitely, in my opinion, some form of backstory for someone. It could be one of the agents, or it could be someone else entirely. Maybe Pearl and Marina. I mean, they do show Pearl and Marina, right? So maybe it is Pearl and Marina. Or someone else. Let me know your theories on this in the comments below. I'd really appreciate your input. Personally, I do like the Agent 8 theory. What theory do you like? Let me know in the comments. On to the next thing. Now, if we come back to this, could this mean we're getting more weapons? I mean, look at this. It looks similar to a splatter shot, but it also looks modified. So what does this mean? Could we get some more weapons? Who knows? Could we get more splatter shot variants? Could this be a clue to that? Maybe this is a new weapon. and they're just showing us a little preview of it with this blurry picture here. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just something different. Personally, I'd love to hear your theories in the comments, but I'm thinking maybe it's a hint at new weapons, because it does kind of look like a modified splatter shot as mentioned in the tweet here. Now that is a fair question. Is it a modified splatter shot? And if so, does this hint at possible new weapons? Personally, I don't know what to think, but I'd like the idea. New variants of old weapons that look like modified versions and maybe are only playable in this area. So maybe you can't use them in like the normal stuff until you beat this area, and then maybe you have access to them? Or maybe they're just confined to that area. Or maybe I'm wrong and there's no new weapons at all and this is just playing us. Let me know your theories in the comments. I'd love to hear them. Alright, back to this. Honestly, I don't know if these are nuclear warning areas, because there's no real mention of anything nuclear in the Splatoon series that I'm aware of. So, personally, I don't really know about the nuclear theory, but, I mean, it does give me ominous Spire vibes. So maybe it's some, technology that we've never seen before in the Splatoon series, and that is what we're dealing with, as opposed to the nuclear theory. I don't think it's nuclear. Personally, I think it's something we've never seen before, but it's not really nuclear related. So I don't know about this whole hostile nuclear warning architecture theory. Personally, I think it's something else entirely, maybe similar to nuclear stuff, but not nuclear stuff exactly. And if that's the case, what in the heck is she doing sitting there contemplating life in the middle of this dangerous area? Girl, get out of there. This tweet has a good point. Girl, get out of there. This tweet has an excellent point. But personally, I just don't see how it's a good idea to be in that area anyway, because it looks so ominous and it looks kind of dangerous. So it makes you wonder, will this be one of the harder areas of the game? Or will it even be an area of the game we visit at all? Let me know your theories on this in the comments. And while you're at it, be sure to subscribe because it really helps me out. I'd love to hear your theories on everything we've covered today in the comments. The pictures, the marina thing, this, all of your theories down in the comments. I'd love to hear them. But that's it for this video. See you in the next one.